Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for the IVRL Hmg Innovations Truck Series right here on iRacing and Signature Esports platform for all sim racing. We love having some good old-fashioned local track to me racing, Gateway International Speedway, or Worldwide Technology Park, however you want to put it out there. We love this racetrack. Starting grid for the series today as we look at these fantastic looking trucks. Levi McCarty and Cody McKinney will make up that front row. Cody McKinney getting another pole here in the series, trying to match some of the bigger wins that he's had, and this will be one of them. Daniel Ferry and Nick Goebel will be the row number 2 segment. Charles Van Scoik, the GOAT Racing Machine, is going to be there in that third row with Trevor Zelesny to his outside. Joey McKinney and Mike Campbell, Mr. Papa Bear out there sharing the stream. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate you for doing that as well. He's going to be there in row number 4. Brian Ferry and Dustin Silver will make up row number 5. Ryan Henshaw, Christopher Brown, row number 6. Down to the bottom of the racetrack, Ryan Farrell is going to be there at the 99. They are ready to roll. They're going to be running somewhere around 135 laps for the HMG Innovations Truck Series. And stages are going to be at 25 and 50, and then a big old shootout at the end, 80% fuel. Let's take a look at your track temperatures and the race information. You see the difference on this track, 1.25 miles in length for the IVRL Series today. And they will have, I believe, 4 sets of tires in the pit, so that's going to be what you're going to need. HMGinnovations.com is going to be the platform for today. Cautions are going to be brought to you by Roasted Gems, and go to roastedgems.com. Pick yourself some coffee up. They ship directly to your door, and they have a fantastic alignment of great old-fashioned coffee and some new stuff out there, flavored coffees, and it's just delicious stuff. Cody McKinney ready to rock and roll here for the drivers. 12-mile-an-hour wind's going to be a big factor. 50% humidity, 9 degrees on the track temperature, 132 degrees Fahrenheit on the track temperature. So the air temperature and the track temperature, very spicy today. And we will see just who's going to be able to hold that line. And basically, this is almost like a single-file race line for most of these drivers. So we'll see just how much they're going to be able to hold on to it. Good to see everybody out there. Thank you for the likes. Kendra, thank you for the like. Randy, thank you for the like. That's Mr. Henshaw himself out there. Cody Allen giving us a share and some likes out there. Jesse Cottrell, thank you, Carly. Thank you to Frostbite for the follow. Thank you, Mark, as well. Thank you to John. Thank you to Richard. Thank you to Samuel. And thank you to all of you out there on all of our platforms, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. We have an influx of followers coming in over the last couple of days, so thank you very much. We hit 2 of our goals in basically 10 hours, so we are upping our goal to 3,000 followers, and that is going to be on Facebook, and that's going to be absolutely fantastic. Green flag waves, McCarty to the outside of McKinney, Ferry and Goebel, Zelesny, McKinney. That is the drivers right now. A little double file racing as Levi tries to battle on the outside. Little Fairfield Auto on the Toyota there. Ford to the inside, Toyota to the outside. This is going to be a good battle for a moment. We'll see if Levi drops into the corner here. Free stage to the outside. He's going to drop in behind the number 1 truck. He's going to carry the outside out of 2 onto the back straightaway. Back straightaway is going to angle towards the field. Let's take a look as this is that long shot camera out of turn 1, and you see how they try to break into the corner there, and just how they run down the back straightaway, into 3 and 4. Front stretch is somebody in the wall back there. Is that Ryan Henshaw? I do believe. Yeah, got spicy out of 4, took some right side damage there, so he'll be back in the mix in just a moment. McKinney, McCarty, Ferry, Goebel, Zelesny. And there is Joey McKinney, fastest lap of the race, ran by this driver right here. The 92 pulls in a 35.98, about 1/100th of a second faster than the race leader at the moment. So we'll see if he's going to be able to keep up that speed and that pace throughout the rest of the race. 3 of 135, and everybody pretty much trying to make it single file here as they get into 1 and 2. This will give us a good look at the race line. 1 and 2. You see the marks as McKinney egg shapes the turn. He's going to exit right there. Doesn't take it as low as you would normally think these drivers would be. It's kind of the way the track makes. The wall opens up from the safety crew on the back stretch right there, and it kind of can be deceiving. So if you're driving on that racetrack on the back straightaway, and you get too far up, you can almost save yourself right there, but not really the case. I've watched modifieds here, and I've watched strictly stocks here at Gateway. I've yet to see a NASCAR race at Worldwide, but it's still an incredible track and an incredible run. So we're going to watch these drivers pace around here. Zalesny is the one that we're going to be looking at. The Top Esports family being represented by the 04, trying to roll into the corner here. His last lap, 0.4 of a second off of the pace of the race leader. Joey McKinney, 36.12. He's a full second off the pace, but I think he might be just trying to save the race and just be patient. One of the drivers that I am looking at here is Van Scoyk, who's trying to have some good luck in the Truck Series. We watched him was able to be aggressive in the Saturday race for the Goat Racing League, and now is really trying to kind of just find his pace and find his groove. Right there to the back bumper of the 90 he is. Worldwide, a ton of fun. I do like this track. McKinney pulling 1.2 out in front of Levi McCarty. Levi under fire from two drivers behind him, the 8 and the 24. Nick Goebel trying to run into the corner. There is that Chevy. Thank you to everybody. Having a phenomenal day. Appreciate you very much. Well, the drivers try to have some fun. Thank you to all the viewers. Thank you to Yusri. Thank you for becoming a follower out there as well. There is USRI. Appreciate you very much. 24 gets around the 51. Levi try to hold on to the corner here as they carry into this race line. So thank you very much to everybody. Being absolutely fantastic. As, we will take a look. I want to see what's going on with Facebook. Looked like Facebook was kind of backwards there a moment, but hey, it's all good. Portland, thank you for the like out there. There's Mr. Lewis Herman. How are you doing, sir? Appreciate you very much. Thank you to all of the love. Love this track, but it doesn't love you. I understand. Good afternoon to you as well. It is insane. It is an insane racetrack. It's very flat, very. I would say I wouldn't call it unorganized, but I would call it different. I mean, it runs similar to Darlington in the course of what the race line does, but Darlington, of course, or at least the shape of the track, but Darlington has more of a higher banking. And I want to take a look at I'm going to pull up some info about this racetrack. From Madison. It's out of Madison, Illinois, which we know it's just on the St. Louis side. That's why they call it Worldwide Technology Raceway, but still some good race lines to be had. A lot of people call it Gateway. A lot of people call it just a ton of fun. Now, they have the St. Louis International Raceway involved in this racetrack with the Road Series style, and it's been absolutely kind of one of those dream tracks. Turn 1 and 2, 11 degrees. 3 and 4, 9 degrees. So very, very, very flat banking on this track. Ryan Ferry off the racing surface there. He's having some issues. He's on lap 10, so hopefully he's going to be able to get going back straight here as you see the traffic in the back there here out of Madison and the gas station there as well. It's crazy to see that iRacing has put in the illusion that there's other people trying to get to the racetrack here, as you see the crowds of thousands there. Let's see. Does this track? How many people does this track seat? 78,000 people is the capacity here. As you see the turn 1 and 2 straight right there. Go to McKinney, 1.9 seconds in front of Nick Goebel. Goebel trying to pull up some pace here. McKinney's been very fast as of recently. 31.21 on the iRating, 20.96 on Nick Goebel's iRating. Daniel Ferry, 15.44. Levi McCarty, 23.27. Ryan Farrell, 23.53. Papa Bear's getting his groove on here as well. There is that 71. He makes some good work out of this. We are about 13 laps away from the end of stage 1. And remember, go to hmginnovations.com. Check them out on Facebook. Find them on Twitter. And check out the IVRL leagues on Facebook, Twitter as well. They have got a ton of fun. You can also follow Signature Esports on Twitter. We do have a platform over there. So thank you very much to everybody for doing what you do. This track changes more than... Yes, it does. It is a flat Darlington. That's exactly how I would like to describe that one. That's for sure. Thank you to everybody watching on all the platforms. I do have the comments turned off on YouTube once again, and I'm going to leave it that way for the foreseeable future until I get a full-time moderator to be able to manage that. So thank you to all the folks out there watching. If you have the opportunity to follow us on all the platforms, you can comment and follow on Facebook and Twitch, but YouTube needs to give me a we need to get better segments in on YouTube to be able to take care of some things over there. So still good fun. Great race line, great race time. Papa Bear trying to close in some distance here. He's got Christopher Brown in front of him, the 92, holding on to his pace. And McKinney's just fast. That's just what's going on here. He's put in a lot of time and a lot of practice, I do believe, to be able to make this thing kind of work. And man, oh man, good run. Good to see you all out there. Thank you so much. Babu, thank you for becoming a follower out there. I appreciate you very much. Thank you so much for being who you are. We are hitting people all over the world, which I absolutely, completely enjoy. So thank you so much to everybody. And if you have an opportunity, get it out there. We love to see what you folks are doing. McKinney, Goebel, Ferry, McCarty, Farrell, or Farrell right there in the 99. Line up 8 spots. The 99 tried to be super fast here. Started to tail of the field. Ryan Henshaw decided to park it for the day, so he's going to be out of the race. Brian Ferry went to pit road just a little while ago on a lap 11 to try to get some of his stuff taken care of. He's going to let some drivers pass him here. 3 laps down at the moment. He'll get a lucky dog here in just a moment. Slover try to hold on. Finds Joey McKinney on the bottom side here. Zalesny trying to hold on to this racetrack as well. 16 of 135 for the drivers as they continue to move. Thank you to everybody out there for being absolute dream machines and everything that you do. Ankit, thank you very much for becoming a follower on Facebook. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. And a whole lot of fun. MD, thank you for becoming a follower on Facebook. I appreciate you. I wonder why alerts are not working for Facebook right now. These things do happen. We can look it up. We can for sure look it up. Cody McKinney out front, 2.7 seconds. Goebel in second. Daniel Ferry in third here. Ryan Farrell in fourth. He is picking up the pace. He's got the pace to beat of the top 5 drivers. Levi McCarty trying to hold on to that truck for the long haul here. And I do believe it may not be about stages, but it's going to be about kind of where our end all to be all is going to be. So thank you so much to everybody out there for being what you do. McKinney, Goebel, Ferry. That is the running order right now. As Nick Goebel is trying to find where Cody McKinney runs his pace, and we can ride along with Cody McKinney, see how he is driving this racetrack. We'll take a look here. The 3 and 4, he is all the way to the bottom of that, and he is really rolling. Into the corner. Rolling it. It's a good line. Heavy to the corner, braking down to third gear, utilizing that gear change here. That's the secret to 1 and 2 for him. Shifting out of the corner Apologies about the pups. Gear change there for you. Dogs are sitting in the old studio here and kind of enjoying it. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing the gear shifts and the changes. Let's see what Nick Goebel's doing here. Getting sideways here, and he's going to stay off the bottom of the race line there. So Goebel got free out of the corner or into the corner. Or if he was trying to break into the corner like that. Circumstantial, that's for sure. Circumstantial. Good run for the drivers. As we will see the run in the corner. Thank you to all the folks being absolutely amazing out there. I appreciate you so much. I'm trying to get all of the alerts underway. 23 of 135. I wanted to fix that because I like folks being able to see that they followed on the stream, which I appreciate ever so much. Goebel's going to rebound. Cody McKinney, 3.7 in front of Daniel Ferry in the number 8. And Cody McKinney will come around here on lap 24 and smooth sail it for a moment. Thank you, Ryan, for 7 for absolutely ECR Kool-Aid. Thank you so much. And interesting to downshift in 3 and 4. And that's what I was wondering myself. I do see that these drivers downshifting in 3 and 3 and 4 kind of seems a little off, but he's holding the pace over the rest of the drivers. So that is it is becoming interesting. So there is the caution thrown for the stage. McKinney will be your stage 1 winner. Daniel Ferry will be second. Ryan Farrell will be third. Goebel will be fourth. Levi McCarty in fifth. Van Scoik, Christopher Brown, Trevor Zalesny, Papa Bear, and Joey McKinney all inside the top 10. Brian Ferry will get the lucky dog here. Get himself back around. Ryan getting some subs out there. Look at that. See, we like to see that. We like to see everybody getting those subs out there. That's for darn sure. ECR on the channel. And you know what? How about we do this? First comment on Twitch. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. One truck will definitely be the one to beat at Phoenix at the end of the year. Been making the I understand that for sure. What's funny is yeah, you got it, man. You got it. What's funny about it is appreciate the bits. Appreciate the 100 bits. What's funny about that is he's been just kind of rocking it, you know what I mean? Not necessarily in the worst way. But you know, somebody's gonna put the bumper to McKinney one of these times, and get there. You just gotta figure out his drive line, figure out where he practices and how he practices, and do that thing. So thank you very much for the 100 biddies out there. I appreciate you. Brian's gonna get the lucky dog. He's gonna come around. He's got to come around the racetrack and get himself. I wouldn't come to pit road just yet. He needs to get to the start finish line first. I don't know that pit road would be open for him just yet. Pit road entrance here is interesting as well. And that would be because of where you need to enter. Out of into turn 3, you have to drop low because there is no entrance whenever you get out of 4. If you do, it's just insane. Just insane to see. Absolutely. I like clean driver, fast and tough to beat. He is. It's a good, you know what's great about having a chase though, is that on the last day of the race, Kenny's still got to win that race if he makes it all the way there. That's something that I do look at here for these drivers is where do you find that pace towards the end of the season, and we're starting to see these drivers kind of find their own groove too. Take a look at the pace or the playoff standings. Of course, Cody McKinney with 3 wins on the series. Nick Goebel has a win as well. Joe Conley, Charles Mosley, and Daniel Ferry all have wins. So, of the races that we've ran, that's kind of the way that things have looked. Michael Payne has some playoff points in the mix. He is 13 outside of the top 10. Trevor Zalesny, Joey McKinney, Brian Ferry, Charles Van Scoik, Brandon Zimmerman, all in the hunt for that first round. So 10 drivers looking at some good pace. Michael Payne, Ryan Henshaw, Mike Campbell, and Tyler Brown, all of those drivers are looking for extra points here going forward. So after Charlotte, they've had a huge and an interesting run. So through 8 or 9 races, they've really kind of found their own pace and kind of found their own race line. So it's kind of cool to see. Thank you to everybody out there watching Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I see everybody enjoying themselves, and I see all of the folks kind of having some fun. So thank you very much. When we're done here, I'm going to try to raid people on Facebook and Twitch. I don't have the followers yet. I need 1,000 followers on YouTube to be able to raid somebody on YouTube as well. But when we're done, I'm going to try to raid some people on Facebook and Twitch. So stick around after the race, and make sure that you keep in mind that we're going to be trying to make up some of that commitment. We want to make sure that we're committing to other people as well. So rating is part of that. So stick around after the race once we do the driver interviews, and we'll go and we'll find some of our favorite streamers and be able to take care of them. And do the deed. I don't always raid other iRacers. I do raid some of the people that I consider some of the best streamers out there. But I do like to get out there and raid folks. So that's it's always fun. It's always interesting. It's always good to see more content coming up as well. I figured out what I wanted to do as far as the podcasting, and so we're going to do that coming up here this next week. I'm going to get with some of these drivers. We're going to talk about games. We're going to talk about iRacing in general. Similar, if you haven't seen it, podcast, Jesse, Kazam, and Veritas, they do one for Tarkov. I'm going to do something similar to that. We're going to talk about other games with a heavy focus on iRacing and what iRacing is doing. McKinney gets the green flag for stage 2, and he's going to try to sweep the stages, maybe try to sweep the race. Some of these drivers might be just trying to have some pace over the long haul, especially whenever we have that 80-lap stint at the very end of this one, where they're going to have to come to pit road. 80% fuel for these drivers is going to put them into pit road roughly about 50 laps in, and that's a big run. That's a big run. So that some drivers may try to split that series up in half. Some may just come in after they've ran themselves out of fuel. Had to sneeze there. Whew. You are all a lot better drivers than I. I am just one of those guys that likes to, I'm just one of those guys that likes to get out here and call the races. I know a lot about the tracks, and I know a lot about the racing surfaces, but in the grand scheme of things, some of the bigger proportionate things that I've learned about racing these racetracks come from the other drivers. Leave on Bacardi fastest lap of the race last time by 34.95, and I do believe he's figured some things out because he's getting faster, and we'll see if he's going to be able to keep the pace up just like Cody McKinney does. A little closer race early on in this stage. McKinney hasn't really pulled out all the stops just yet. So we'll see if he's going to be able to hold on to the lead here. Everybody took tires and everybody took fuel. Dustin Slover took a little bit of time to get some damage repaired. So did Joey McKinney. There's Papa Bear. He is in his pit stall right now, getting some stuff taken care of. So he's gonna try to get that truck taken Yeah, I do believe he just. I would want. If I get any damage, I want to get that. I want to get it fixed. That's how I look at it. McKinney, Ferry, McCarty, Farrell. I'm sorry, Farrell, and Zalesny. Your top 5 at the moment. And right now, Daniel Ferry holding his own. Somebody I want to keep my eye on is Ryan right here, the 99. He's up the most spots, but also has found his own pace here and was catching Cody McKinney at the end of that stint. So maybe he may be a long run machine here, and we'll see just how he's going to be able to make that work. Thank you to everybody out there tuning in, and much love to you. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. Thank you for the biddies. Thank you for the subs. Thank you for the new subscribers and the new followers on all the platforms. Always a ton of fun. Cortland said this track changes names more than people change clothes. It does. And one thing about this this track though is that it's gone through ownership issues for quite a while, and it's a shame because it is a really good racetrack. It's being that Darlington gets a lot of hype. I think this track could use a bigger fan base when it comes to NASCAR, and that's part of what I see has been wrong with worldwide technology. It is by far one of the coolest tracks that I've ever been to, and I've been to quite a few different ones. You know, that's just kind of the way things have progressed. But outside of that, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. Again, reminder, Roasted Gems. Go to roastedgems.com. Check out all of the fantastic coffee that they have to offer. Stages and cautions brought to you by those folks over there. Just a good run, good time. I need to change my I need to create a second one for the IVRL guys. As far as the caution thing, because my normal caution sponsors, Nerds Do Nerd Things, which I absolutely love them. But I want to make sure that they get forward the opportunity and have some fun to have their own graphic too. So we'll be working on that this week. Good deal. All right, folks, it's hydrate time. We're about 13 laps away from the end of stage 2, and it's going to be a short stage. I'm sorry, I say 13. We're going to go to 55, I do believe. Let me double check the race day info because I like to be. Nope, we're going to go to stage 50. Once we go to stage 50, then they'll end that, so we're about 12 laps away from that. I'm going to take a chance to hydrate here. Make sure you do so as well if you haven't done so. Always appreciate the folks that have their glass of water next to them like I do, or their coffee like I do. And I'll be back to you in just a second. Alrighty, we're under caution here. And this will bring us to about 8 laps away. I don't know that anybody's going to come into pit road, but let's take a look and see what happened. Of course, courtesy of Roasted Gems. Caution flag flies for the number 90. I'm going to back it up just a little bit, just so that we can get a good idea of what happened here. There we go. He's looks like he's coming out of 2 here into the straightaway. He downshifts. We hear him downshift there. Let's see what his exit. Oh, I think he was maybe thinking about coming to pit road there. And I do believe that is the purpose of that one. I think something might have happened to Brian. He might have had an issue because he is backwards on pit road right there. Wonder if he had an issue with the simulator. Hopefully he's doing okay, because those things are not necessarily curious there. He's still backwards on pit road. Is Brian okay? If anybody's out there watching from the ferry residence, somebody go and check on him for me. Is still sitting there. Papa Bear will be 2 laps down. He was your lucky dog in that situation. 43 of 135. We'll have a little 5-lap sprint. I do believe 5 or 6 lap sprint here to determine the stage. I do believe sometimes they keep things rolling. So nobody came to pit road except for Papa Bear, so they're going to run it out to the end of the stage. Just want to make sure that Brian Ferry is doing okay here. Brian and Daniel right there. Brian's car is something must have happened. He disconnected. So we'll see. Hopefully he's okay. You want to always make sure that that your drivers are doing okay, especially when something happens and you sit there for that long. You never know. So you want to make sure that you're able to keep them in mind, keep all that going for themselves. All right, lights are on the pace car. Brian Ferry off the track. Papa Bear is the driver looking for some lucky dog spots. He'll get at least one more lap back coming up here for the stage break, and we're one more lap away from that happening. So the lights will go off on the pace car. They'll pace around one more time here, and we'll go and see just what they're going to do. Somebody might try to push for some stage points here. Cody McKinney has the most stage wins here in the series. Of course, the most wins in the series as well. 7 wins in the all-time records for the IVRL series. Keaton Swain has 6 poles. Top 5s will be Cody McKinney with 16. Laps led 747. Past champions will be Cody McKinney and Patrick Gaspar. Of course, Pat. We all remember Pat. Pat's a good dude. McKinney, Ferry, Farrell, McCarty, Zalesny, Van Scoyk and Brown. Both of those drivers still trying to make some impact on the race here. Pace car will dive in. And remember, iRacing.com for all your series. And a whole lot of fun. Thank you to everybody out there tuning in. What an absolute dream of a community. Love it. Couldn't ask for a better one. Green flag. We're going. 99 of Ivrl to the inside back there behind behind the drivers. Daniel Ferry able to, I'm sorry, Brian Ferry and Daniel Ferry, of course related. Daniel Ferry able to keep that ground moving. Levi McCarty back to the outside here. Still trying to get that spot. Van Scoik trying to close some distance. 47 is the lap we're completing. Cody McKinney out front by 0.4 of a second. Daniel Ferry trying to hold off some pace. Ryan in the 99, he is, he's got the pace. I think he's got the pace for Cody McKinney. And the 99 there to the back bumper of the 8 has worked his way through the field. He's up 10 spots. He started at the back of the field, and he's in third right now, so no doubt trying to get himself to the front and stay there throughout this race. His 47 of 50 is being completed. Daniel right there in second. Cody McKinney slightly pulling away here, 0.6 of a second. All right, they're having fun. I'm having fun. Hopefully you're all having fun. Simplicity is the case of racing, and HMG Innovations has a little bit of fun always. Daniel trying to make some things work. Barry back to third. Ivrl right there, the 99. Ford, Toyota, Chevy. Toyota, Ford, Chevy. And Ryan trying to close that distance down quickly here. 49 of 135. McKinney be the driver to beat here. Mike Campbell back here. He's got some left side damage, but he is still racing. That's a never quit attitude right there, and I like it. McKinney, 50. And I do believe that might be the stage right there. It is. Cody McKinney comes around. He went stage number 2 and is trying to sweep the stages. McKinney, Ivrl, Ferry, McCarty, Van Scoik. That'll be your top 5. Zalesny, Goebel, Slover, McKinney, Brown, Campbell, Ferry, and then Henshaw, Ryan Henshaw, tried his darndest here to get this track rolling. And it'll be good. Good for everybody. I like it. All right, 50 of 135 being completed under caution. They'll meet up with the pace car, and we'll go back around. They'll hit their green flag pit stops. Cody McKinney, get your stage 2 win here. Fantastic job, fantastic driver. Again, roastedgems.com, caution sponsor for today's race. As we will see Cody McKinney pace him around here. Again, stage 2 winner, stage 1 winner. He's going to be trying to sweep this race, but I think Ryan behind him has got his number, and we'll see just how long they'll be able to hold on to a Daniel Ferry behind. He's going to finish third. There's Levi McCarty still trying to hold on to that Toyota. We like the Muncie, Pennsylvania dude. He's got always that fantastic Gravedigger paint scheme. And then Mr. Goat Racer himself, Ben Scoik from Levittown, Pennsylvania. Race off pit road's going to be an interesting one. Papa Bear will be your lucky dog. So he will be at minimum 1 lap down. Come back around and wait for pit road to open for him. Maybe come in and maybe get a little bit more of that damage repaired. I don't know if he's going to be taking tires. He'll definitely need to come around and take some fuel. We'll see what happens for Mike. Ryan looking like he is going to win. He was close to winning the race off pit road. Cody McKinney will be that driver, though. So McKinney gets that lead back. That number 1 pit stall, very beneficial here because you can pretty much just goose it out and you'll have that that pit stop. It's unlike some of the other tracks that we've seen. let's see. Truck Series, Sonoma Raceway this next week. So they'll be at Sonoma Raceway next Monday. That's going to be an interesting race. Somebody's going to dominate that one. And I don't know that it's going to be McKinney, but we'll see. Then after that, they're going to go to Knoxville and then Nashville and then through the July, if I do believe, Mid-Ohio is going to be in July. So they'll have a couple of week break between the 27th and I believe that's when their last race before July 4th is. And then they'll go all the way to Mid-Ohio. Then they'll have Pocono after that on the July 23rd. So we'll have a couple of weeks in between all of that stuff. Lucas Oil, Indianapolis Raceway, that'll be a good race. That's going to be the end of July, and then in August, Richmond, and then Kansas, then Bristol. Let me take that back. Bristol, then Talladega Super Speedway, Miami, and then Phoenix in November. So we're going to have these guys for a long time. It's going to be good fun, though. I do like it. McKinney back to pit road here. And I'm trying to see why. I don't think he was speeding. I wonder if he wanted to make sure he got all of his fuel. Joey McKinney and Nick Goebel. Maybe they're trying to make sure that they have a little extra fuel here. I mean, it makes sense. But pit road should have been closing. Hassan, thank you for the follow, becoming a follower on Facebook. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. I do have the old platform up on here, so I can see who's become a follower. So that's at least wicked awesome. Enjoy the race line. All right, Ryan's going to be your race leader here. They're going to be double file. Lights are going to be off on the pace car, and we shall see if the EOL is going to hold McKinney back. Third caution, only one for incident, and that was with Brian Ferry when he kind of had to pull off the racetrack and kind of turned it back around there. All good things, though. All good things. Always like to make sure everybody's doing okay. 54 of 135. We're going to go back to racing lap 55. And Ryan will be looking at a green flag here right about now. Full send. Ryan getting a good restart here. 99.51 and the 8 Zalesny there in the mix as well. The 14 of Dustin Slover will be side by side with the 23 of Charles Van Scoik. Van Scoik rolling that top 5 spot there. Might actually win this race out of 3 and 4. Is going to do so. He's going to have the straightaway speed here. And we'll see if he's going to be able to clear the 14 into the corner. Will be able to clean him. 14 of Slover trying to get to the high side. 23 is going to roll into the corner right there. A nice job by Charles Van Scoik to pick back up that 5th spot. Tough to pass here. We like to see hard impact racing. Right now, Ryan Farrell and Daniel Ferry a little closer racing. Cody McKinney is going to be trying to work around some drivers here. He's had great pace throughout the race, but now he had to come from the back to the front. We shall see. I want to double check paint schemes while we are doing some things. Thank you to everybody out there for tuning in. I'm going to re-download Trading Paints. Some drivers have been having paint issues here lately, and I want to make sure that it's not on my end, of course. That Trading Paints is always improving their craft, and I just want to make sure that it's where it needs to be. Right now, Daniel holding on for dear life. He's got a good race going. Levi's the big paint scheme. I want to make sure Levi's paint scheme's good. 99 up the racetrack a little bit. Little exit issue right there, but he's going to be up to speed. There's the 8 of Daniel Ferry. Levi McCarty behind Zalesny into the corner. Van Scoik in that 5 spot. McKinney trying to track down the pace as well. Levi side by side with Daniel. Levi trying to close down his own distance here, 58 of 135. This will be a big factor on how it's tough to pass. If you can get into the corner, if somebody makes a mistake and you can make it work, that's exactly what you want to see. And there goes Levi to the bottom side. Levi is a fast driver and nothing to lay over. I think he cares more about a win than just the regular stuff. And right now, Cody McKinney trying to work over the 23 here, working himself back to the front. 23 is going to run high. 04 is going to be up high as well. I think McKinney might be trying to make a pass twice here. As we see the pace, the 23 battles back to the outside and will edge out just a little bit there, but Van Scoik still trying to work. A little nose damage for the 23 here. As the 1 makes the pass on the 23. 23 goes back to work. 24 of Nick Goebel right behind. Ryan Farrell out front, 0.7 of a second. Now tires are starting to stretch themselves as we watch what Levi McCarty does here into the corner. We'll go a little bit of the fun cams and put all these folks in perspective for you. Caution comes out here. Van Scoik involved. And kind of a sticky situation there. We shall see what happened here, of course. Joey McKinney was somewhere involved in this. Here's Van Scoik having to take care of some things. 23 free into the corner. He just gets up high. Made a nice job. Good save by Charles right there. He just kind of locked it. I think whenever he was braking, he locked into the clutch right there, and that's what happened. So he went around, held onto the brakes, and big chance here coming up. Caution flag once again, and always a great time. And, of course, and always love to chit-chat and talk about all of our sponsors and everybody that's out there. So we're going to go ahead and play a little bitty commercial here for Roasted Gems.
Mordor to Hogwarts to Gotham, the nerds have come together to create a show for nerds by nerds. Join nerds doing nerd things as they talk about all things nerdy. Stay up to date on the show by liking the Nerds Doing Nerd Things Facebook page.
Of course, broadcast booth sponsor and sponsor across other series, Nerds Do Nerd Things. So we love those guys over there. Much love to them. Zelazny stayed out. He came in on 51. Ryan came in for fuel only. Levi McCarty with tires. Daniel Ferry with tires. Cody McKinney with tires. Nick Goebel, Joey McKinney, Dustin Slover, Van Scoik. Of course, Van Scoik went in because he just had that issue. So hopefully he's going to be good to go. Campbell was your lucky dog there. So Mike Campbell will be back on the lead lap this time by. So he's going to come to pit road and no doubt change out some things. Maybe just take fuel. We'll see. It might be an opportunity here for Mr. Campbell if something else happens, and he might be able to figure some things out on his end. And all good things. Thank you to SDK Gaming for being my overlay platform. We love what they do. Zelazny is your race leader here as he flirts with the pace car there. And hopefully iRacing doesn't black flag him for that. I know it's a computer car, but there are people that get out there and do that. And I've seen it done in officials and some other league races. So, you know, 'tis the season. You never know when it's going to happen, and you hate to see it when it happens just because somebody's having fun. That's the way I look at it. Good to see you all. I like the game. Shasta gave us some stars yesterday. Thank you very much. Whole bunch of new followers out there. Thank you to all the new followers as well. We are at 2,604 followers on Facebook. Thank you so much to everybody that does that. Thank you to all the folks out there on Twitch as well, 672 of you. And then, of course, on our YouTube platform, big special thank you to 808 of you as well. It's very tough to grow on YouTube, and you folks have been really killing it as of lately. Like I said yesterday, in the last month, we've gained a couple of hundred followers on YouTube, and that is absolutely, it's absolutely a ton of fun. Thank you to everybody out there watching as well. You folks have really kept the view duration up as well, so you are all amazing. Thank you on YouTube. Thank you on Twitch. And, of course, and always, thank you to each and every one of you on the other platforms as well. We're going to be doing some gaming tomorrow night, because Wednesday night is my off night until July 6th when the Winston Throwback Series comes back. And when they come back, we'll be hot and heavy for that series. Zelazny, Farrell, McCarty, Ferry, McKinney, and the run of the ages. New tires, old tires, a mix of strategies, a mix of getting some things taken care of. Well, this is what's going to happen. Base car's in. We're going green flag racing. McCarty all over the back bumper of the 04 there. The one of Cody McKinney rolls the corner as well. 99 looking to get to the outside of the 04. And he's going to roll that corner. He's going to be just fine. 04 down low, 51, and trying to make sure that that lane stays open for himself and not for the one truck behind him who's been super fast. Farrell goes outside. He makes the pass on the 04. And right now, Daniel Ferry works the outside lane over the one truck here. Wasn't able to get himself into the corner like he wanted to. So he's going to have to try to hold that pace. 8 way up the racetrack is going to be down low now in that second lane. Try to carry the speed. He tried to egg shape it, but it was a little bit too wide there. Joe McKinney almost able to capitalize there. There's the 24 in the mix. 14 of Dustin Slover holding on. There's the 23 up high as well. Van Scoik trying to capitalize on what he is doing. Zelazny falling back. And no doubt he's going to come into pit road when he needs to. Not necessarily when everybody else does. Ryan Farrell out front over Levi McCarty. And the new tires trying to be king here for the 99 as he egg shapes it here. 51 down low. Levi trying to lead here. 99 free into the corner. It's good to go, though. Oh! Christopher Brown back here. 92 as well. They go around. And a caution should be thrown right about not now. Dustin Slover involved as well. Christopher Brown will have to come to pit road. No caution. Levi McCarty, your race leader. Ryan Farrell back to second as Daniel Ferry works over the number 1 truck here to the inside. Levi rolls the corner. Big run, huge run. Holy cow. Caution does come out. Zalesny involved. Well, apparently my Facebook page posts stuff for me. Sorry about that, folks. I don't like to advertise for stars. I appreciate them, but I don't like to advertise for them. So, all right, let's go see what happened here on this caution. Zalesny stayed out on older tires. And just goosed it. And he tried to save it there. It was Papa Bear. He's going to go around him. Tried to save it. Very close. All right. Drivers who did not come to pit road are going to be back on pit road. Levi McCarty is going to be your race leader. McKinney will be there to his outside of the restart. Daniel Ferry will be third. Joey McKinney will be fourth. Nick Goebel will be fifth. And the cycle continues. 73 of 135. We're about 60 laps away. 62 laps away from the end of this race, and they're trying to get it going, trying to get it green, trying to make sure that things are taken care of. Thank you so much to all the folks out there watching. You're absolutely amazing. The craziness. The craziness. Good race so far. Thank you to everybody for tuning in. As we continue to work over the field and work over what we have going on. Levi is going to be looking very, very, very fun, very interesting. An interesting take on the series as we continue to move forward. Good racing, good fun, good energy. And the 5th caution of the race, 3rd for incident, 2 for stages. And it's all been about that tire, those tires, little self-spin action. Papa Bear leaving pit road, is still on the lead lap. Slover will be out of the race. Zalesny back in the action, the 92 of Christopher Brown. Still trying to work over the field. There is the 99. He's going to be trying to work himself back to the front as well. Van Scoik in the 23 edges him out just a little bit here. Nick Goebel came out at 64, so the 8-lap difference on tires might be the factor here. No, kind of the way it goes. Special thank you to hmginnovations.com and all the people out there on all the platforms. You are all absolutely thrilling and killing it. You see all the traffic back there? I kind of think it's awesome, but it disappears too. So, in the back of the background, I think it's a nice addition to this, and I look forward to seeing more tracks be done like that. Of course, added resources and things like that just make this more of an immersive simulation, more so than what it's been. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to go back to green flag racing here. We'll have 60 laps to go this time by as they complete lap 75 under caution. We're going to have some fun and see where the best guess of the finish is going to be. They go to Sonoma Raceway next week. That's going to be an interesting take on where that racetrack is going to kind of put itself. A lot of people shine differently on different tracks, and I've seen Sonoma be really good to some folks who really enjoy that racing series. And it's similar to Watkins Glen and Circuit of the Americas. Those who know how to get into the corner, those are the people that tend to put in all that extra work to make sure that their road series looks good. 51-1, 8, 18, 24, 23 will be your front three rows. Through the gears, restart, green flag. 8 gets a good jump right there. And holds the bottom line with the 51. 51 through the gears. We try to clear the 1 here. Has a great drive off of the corner there. That's the drive he needs. The 1 of McKinney already trying to go to the inside here. Knows that he needs that inside line fast here. As big checkups behind those drivers. The drive line differently. Daniel Ferry trying to go to the inside here. Levi McCarty had the pace earlier. And right now, Cody McKinney back to leading. I think if you keep Cody McKinney in dirty air, he has trouble at this racetrack. And we saw it earlier. He was able to make passes, but most of the passes came whenever drivers had a few mistakes made. 77 to 135. McKinney back out front, 0.3 of a second. Daniel Ferry trying to pinch the 51 there. Rolls the corner. 51 just trying to bide his clear. Not much you can do on this racetrack with somebody to your inside, and there's not much you can do if somebody's there on your outside unless you can get into the corner with a little bit more aggressiveness, and 51's going to do so. He's going to close down some distance to the 1 here. 18 to the back bumper of the 8. 18's going to slide up the racetrack. He's going to be free. Almost hooks another driver. Van Scoik rolling the corner. He's going to clear the 18 now. 23 to the back bumper of Daniel Ferry. 99 rolling as well. Cody McKinney had that huge lead prior to the stage, but he's got drivers behind him that are ready to roll. Van Scoik, pressure tires and the drivers in front of him. 99 to the inside of the 18. He's going to make that pass pretty easily. He's going to be right there on the bottom line. 99 of Farrell trying to close the distance. 23 of Van Scoik, a little bit free right there. I don't know if he got into the wall. He almost looked like he did. 99 drops in. He's going to be the driver that's faster to this corner. 18 trying to roll the corner as well. Dylan McKinney getting faster as the race progresses. It's kind of what you want to see. And right now, Levi McCarty not giving up that distance just yet. As Ryan Farrell is the driver that has been tracking down that front lane. Now right where he started prior to the stages and prior to the cautions that came out and kind of in the middle group. He's looking to try to catch Cody McKinney and outpace him here, and that's the goal. How do you outpace Cody McKinney, who's swept the stages, led the most laps so far? Daniel Ferry all over the back bumper of the 51, but the 99 is right there as well. Daniel to the outside, tries to roll the corner. 51 carries the pace. 99 has to go low. The drive line that the 8 had into the corner was not the greatest drive line. He's going to send it into the corner right here, down to the bottom. Good braking zone. Try not to lift up. Papa Bear had an issue. He went ahead and jumped to pit road. 99 closes down. He's going to be in third. Gets himself around Daniel Ferry here. Levi McCarty is the next on his list. Cody McKinney now only half second. He was up to about 0.6 of a second, and his drive line off the corner shows that he's going to get to 0.6 of a second, but Levi McCarty has a better turn out of 3 and 4, and so does the 99. 99 closing distance down. He makes the pass on the 51, and now sets his sails and sights on Cody McKinney here. He's utilizing those 8-lap fresher tires to be able to put himself on the same pace as Cody McKinney on the long run, which is a smart job by he and his pit crew. Levi McCarty in the number 51 rolls the corner. He's got third locked in. Daniel Ferry still trying to work over Levi. And I know that he has the pace, especially on the long haul. Levi last lap, 35.92. Ryan Farrell on his last lap, about a tenth and a half better than Cody McKinney. B&H, thank you for the like out there. Much love to you. Appreciate you. If you guys haven't checked out B&H Racing, make sure that you go do that. B&H Racing is got some great TikToks, got some great racing channel out there. Good people, good folks. Love seeing what they do. Cody, what's going on? Vicky out there. Let's go, McKinney boys. Cody, how are you doing, man? Good to see you out there on the old Twitch platform. Got as many as, and hey, you know what? That's all right, Papa Bear. This is a tough track. It is a tough track, but it's a good track. Is the Flat Darlington. Just ran to be open 6,000. Jesus. Jeez Louise. Where'd you finish? Cody just ran a B open with a strength of field of 6,000. You kidding me? 8. Still overall points leader. That's a good thing. Holy cow. Jeez, oh Pete, man. McKinney under fire from the 99. Ryan trying to put, you know what? This is the 100 group. They are trying to work each other over. 99 has the pace here. McKinney is going to try to keep him behind. It's very they have similar lap times, and they're really trying to push the balance of each other. And a heck of a day, that is for sure. McKinney, Farrell, McCarty to third. He and Daniel Ferry have been going side by side for a second here as Daniel tries to work over the 51. It looks to be doing that. 51 might be pulling a crossover here. Zalesny still trying to work as well. Zalesny on a little bit fresher tires than some of the drivers. The drivers will still need to come to pit road. I don't think that they can. I don't think 60 laps is in the books for these drivers, but we'll see. And McKinney now able to regroup and outpace Ryan Farrell here as these two drivers are battling back and forth. I tell you what, McKinney's kryptonite is 3 and 4. One and 2 are the pace setters for McKinney. He's able to take 1 and 2 the best. 3 and 4, the drive line doesn't exist for him as much. We shall see. Cody Terlindy's still over it. You're still trying to work on that. Well, how many weeks are left? Is it? We're getting close to that 13th week, aren't we? 199.04. 99 down to the bottom, hooking the rumble strips. Finds himself right there to the back rear quarter panel. And will be side by side, a little bit free off the corner, so he's going to lose that pace right there that he had. And I think this is where he works him over. To the high side he goes. He might try to drop into the corner. Look at this pace these two are keeping. A tenth apart. And now the 99 works over the top of the line. And this is the drive in. 1 to the high side, 99 to the bottom. Side by side racing for the lead. 2.7 seconds to difference. McKinney battling back on the high side. 99 really low here. He's going to lead that lap. And he's going to lift up into the corner. He's going to drop in. One's going to be back to the outside. The one will be able to carry this corner very well here and carry the speed on the back straightaway. He might be able to still hold him off. He's going to do so. He's going to carry the speed up high as the 99 is going to have to work over in 3 and 4. Now this puts the one truck on a preferred line into 3 and 4 the way that he is driving into the corner. The 99 right there to the bottom line again. McCarty back. 99 takes over solidly. Drops way low here. It's going to need all of that pace. It's going to have to lift up into the racetrack here. The one drops into the bottom side. He's going to have the turn. 99 up high. One's going to cross over. Solid pace by these two drivers. Farrell now comfortable out in front of the one. He had to work there, and now the one goes back to work. He's going to pinch him up high as the 99 rolls the corner and drops into the lane. The one's going to be right there as well. This is where McCarty can try to find that pace back as he tries to work over the 99 here. 99 won the pace and the pace setters. Vicky, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Much love to you, dear. 99-1-04 Zalesny. He is trying to pick up some pace as well. 2.5 seconds back. A little free right there. Daniel Ferry got himself around Levi McCarty. Van Scoik still trying to make some things. Nick Goebel to the inside. Levi, who's on some older tires, letting the drivers with the newer tires kind of go around. He is third in the series when it comes to those who need to come to pit road. 92 of 135. And Daniel now able to outpace Cody McKinney. And this will be a huge opportunity for these two drivers. Now, if Cody McKinney ever decides to come to pit road that next lap, if I'm Ryan Farrell, if I can outpace him for a few laps here by a tenth or two, and he stays out, get that comfortable lead, get yourself back out there in the mix and put yourself right there in front of him. Have a great pit stop. That's the big factor here. The pit road entrance is what slows this racetrack down the most. We have seen gains and losses through that race line. Top 5 drivers distance for you. And a chance to hydrate. Much love to you. Go check everybody out. And let's see who's streaming. B&H, thank you for the share as well. I didn't see you share the stream. Thank you so much, folks. B&H Racing giving us a big old share out there. Thank you. That's our B&H Racing team. I like them. Such good people. Thank you to... Oh, we got a blank name that followed us. Hey, it's all good. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Thank you to all the folks out there following all the platforms. Make sure you tune in live every week. I appreciate you very much. Cody Terlindi out there being the overall points leader in all the races and the B class. I like hearing that you're keeping that ground. That's going to be part of the thing that most drivers don't look at. They just get in a race and they don't see where they stand. But if you are trying to give yourself I'm going to change some logo stuff here. Let me turn them off. I don't want to turn them off. On iRacing, if you check your overall point standings throughout the series, throughout the the 50. There we go. You can check your overall point standings in the iRacing series, and that right there is how you know if you're going to be good enough for Road to Pro. Because I think that's pretty much what iRacing looks at anymore. That your average finish. 97 to 135, rolling the corner. Cody McKinney in second, a second back. It's taking a little bit of time for this to be settled in to be the way it is. Zalesny now being under fire again from Daniel Ferry. Ferry, same lap tires as Cody McKinney. Zalesny and he side by side. Zalesny had the race pace. He was about 2 seconds the difference. He was gaining on Farrell and McKinney, and then now has found himself in third, 5 seconds back, and Daniel Ferry still trying to send it into the corner. Charles Van Scoik in fifth here, trying to have a top 5 night, and he's 6 seconds back, and he's got the corners. He just needs to get that braking zone where he needs to. A lot of what I see out of these drivers, especially like the 99 and the 1 here, they are braking into the corner very late. He pulls the pace. There is Farrell. He gets a little high in the corner there. And a good line and a good speed. Good speed for everybody. 99 at 135. They'll have to start thinking about pit road here. And somewhere in the 12 to 20 lap area. Don't think they can make it on fuel. It would have been 69 laps for Cody McKinney to finish this race. I'm sorry, 71 laps for Cody McKinney to finish this race with a full green flag run. That wouldn't, when he came to pit road, that, and with a caution in between there, that doesn't really change any of that. Cody McKinney did the same thing. He's in on 72. Goebel off track. He is sideways here. He's good, though. Hopefully he's going to be able to get back on the racetrack and keep it green. He does. Might be an opportunity for Nick Goebel to hit that race line a little harder now. Mr. Campbell, you finished 10th. That's a top 10 night. Cody McKinney still tracking him down. Somebody figured out the racetrack, and we'll see. Kenny gaining some speed here. His last lap time, a little bit slower. Let's check out the last 5 lap times for the top 2. McKinney better on 97 and 99. 100. Let's see, 96, 98, and 100 better for Farrell, and 101 is going to be better for Farrell as McKinney tries to pull some pace down. About Cody McKinney to Van Scoik. Van Scoik a little bit off as Van Scoik rolls the corner. Daniel Ferry and looks like Slover. Brian Ferry, Ryan Hinshaw. Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking at my relative changed over here for a second, and I was wondering why it changed, and it's back to normal. So Van Scoik to McKinney. The pace 5.9 seconds between the two drivers. 36.681 to Van Scoik as he comes around. It's 7.5 seconds to the race leader, and maybe closing Van Scoik's last lap 36.68. I'm sorry, McKinney's last lap 36.68. Van Scoik 36.72. So Van Scoik actually getting faster. It still hasn't hit that relative yet. So Van Scoik to Daniel Ferry. He's now outpacing him by a second or two. Levi McCarty to Daniel Ferry, better on 98 and 100. And this time, these last few laps, 99, 101, and 102. McCarty a little bit slower as we see Zalesny outpacing Trevor Levi McCarty outpacing Trevor Zalesny over the last 4 now. But yeah, 4 laps over a second and a half on average, 2.7 seconds on 100. So things changing for the drivers. Trevor Zalesny to Christopher Brown. Christopher Brown catching pace here. As a 92 to McKinney. Joey McKinney catching pace, and he's going to be right there. Nick Goebel will be a lot faster as they come around here. Ryan Farrell to Cody McKinney. McKinney a little bit better that last lap, as I think Farrell might be trying to save here. We'll see. He's free off the corner exit. McKinney will react and compound here. 105 of 135. Holy cow. McKinney ready to roll. Got the brakes really hot there. And normally I have a camera set up for the brakes for these trucks on these shorter tracks when it's heavy braking zones, but I didn't this time. Ryan into the corner. We will see here. Whoop, sorry about that. Still able to outpace McKinney at the moment. We'll see as they get into the corner here. He's on the brakes hard. He's on the brakes, but not as hard as I thought he would be. Through the gears and out of the clutch, comes off the front straightaway. He's back at his pace. 106 of 135. Go to McKinney. No doubt now we'll be looking at trying to not only keep his pace, but try to figure out where folks are going to be. Levi McCarty comes to pit road. He's the first taker here. Getting down to the wire here. Levi leaves pit road now. He's going to be up to pace and up to speed. And a chance here for him to hold on to that pace as Levi will only be a lap down as he leaves pit road. Let me speak. So he's the first taker, 108 of 135. Ryan Farrell still your race leader, 0.4 of a second over McKinney. He had a 1.2 second lead, got free out of 2. And Levi was able to catch all that pace up. And now Farrell still rolls that corner. Nick Goebel passing Joey McKinney here. He's rebounding from getting loose out of the corner himself. And a good old win. Good old run for them all. 99, 123, 892. 24, 18, 04, 51, 71, 14, 90, 32. Your drivers in the field today. And 4 drivers is parking it, doing their thing. McKinney, Nick Goebel going around a few drivers. Christopher Brown coming to pit road this time by. Zalesny still out there. Levi McCarty up to speed now. He is looking to catch fire here, get himself in. 99 comes to pit road. Cody McKinney is going to stay out another lap here. Farrell, first taker, and that is probably the, I would say, one of the smartest things that I've seen somebody do, because now once Farrell gets to pit road, Van Scoy trying to catch pace here. He's going to go to second. Daniel Ferry to pit road. Once he gets out of pit road, he's going to have that pace. Cody McKinney, with 25 laps to go, still needs to come to pit road. Everybody still needs to come in for at least fuel. And that's a big one. Nick Goebel went off track again there on 110, on this 110. So I think he was just trying to get to pit road, so he slows down. McKinney, Van Scoy, Joey McKinney, Trevor Zalesny, all these drivers still out here with 25 laps to go. Levi McCarty, the driver that is going to be looking at second here, might be able to take over the lead. We'll see. As he gets around this race line, he might be able to pick up Ryan Farrell. There's Van Scoy in front of him. Levi to the inside is going to make a very quick pass here. I know Van Scoy might be thinking about coming to pit road very soon here, as we see Levi McCarty run second to Farrell, who just left pit road. So Cody McKinney comes in. He has to heavy brake into the corner to get down to speed 45 miles an hour. That is the pace. Van Scoy, your race leader, 23 laps to go. Joey McKinney will be coming around to second here. Farrell up to pace, and up to a big pace, as Cody McKinney just now hits his pit stop. Van Scoy, your race leader, trying to put as many drivers a lap down as possible, just in case something happens. There is the number 8 truck trying to go around the 23. As Van Scoy came out on 72, he's going to let the 8 go around to the inside, I do believe here. So the 8's going to rock the corner. 23 will roll high, let him go by, and roll his outside lane. Charles Van Scoy, your race leader, over Joey McKinney, and Ryan Farrell, who has pace out over McKinney by about 8 seconds. What a move for the 99 with 22 laps to go. Van Scoy up to pace now as Joey McKinney comes into pit road. Van Scoy still out there. Ryan Farrell, 24 seconds to the race leader. And I said 8 seconds. It was 6 seconds. Now as the relative closes back down. So McKinney's still trying to carry some speed. Difference on pit time about pit laps is 2 laps. So Ryan Farrell difference kind of heavy. Ryan got himself in and out of pit road fast there. Took right sides, I do believe. Maybe right sides only. He might have figured out something here. Van Scoik, 21 laps to go, and if a late race caution had Cody McKinney just ran the fastest lap of the race by a quarter second over what the lap before was, 34.74, and now is on a full hunt with 20 laps to go. I think Ryan got such good time off of pit road that he could have taken 4 tires there and been just fine. Now with the way Cody McKinney is running his lap times around here, Cody McKinney might have an opportunity with 20 laps to go. He might be able to catch Farrell here. Possibilities. One's 0.6 of a second faster that last lap, or just over. Van Scoik was trying to come to pit road there. He's going to have to go back around, I do believe, for one more lap. Or maybe he was just free off of 1 and 2. Sorry about that. I think he was just free off 1 and 2. I was on the wrong part of the track. There goes Charlie. He will come to pit road this time. He ran as long as he could here. And will need very little fuel, but I would take those tires. Farrell, 19 seconds in gaining. Cody McKinney, now 4 seconds the difference. Cody McKinney is catching Ryan. Ryan could have taken 4 tires there, and I think the 2-tire pit stop is going to be the demise of him. Levi McCarty has the 18 of Joey McKinney behind him. Levi in third solidly. Daniel Ferry closing in. 4-lap different tires between he. So Van Scoik into his pit stall here. Will try to stay on the lead lap. He did have enough pace there to be able to stay on the lead lap, so let's see if he does. He does take right sides, just like the race leader, the 99. So 3 seconds to be gained here if Farrell can keep McKinney at bay. Van Scoik will come off of pit road here. Farrell will come out of 3 and 4. And right now, Van Scoik will have an opportunity to catch Daniel Ferry, who's in 3 and 4. Difference between those two drivers is 5 seconds. 2.7 between Ryan Farrell and Cody McKinney. Holy good gracious. It turned into a good old-fashioned slugfest right now. Cody McKinney took 4 tires, and that was the big advantage here. Ryan trying to keep as much time between he and Cody McKinney as possible. He had the pace, though. And if this was a different racetrack, might have considered what he had done. But there's just the lap times here for this 1.25 mile track is, into the wall, the 99, they're heavy lap times. I mean, you don't see these kind of lap times at some of the 1.5-mile tracks. And with the 1.25 mile track that this is, a 1.25 mile track, it's really kind of holding its own, and a lot of time left in the racetrack to be able to make those moves. And Cody McKinney is showing that he can do that. Difference between Levi McCarty and Ryan Farrell, and Cody McKinney's 9 seconds right now, and Levi is actually catching the 99 as well. 36.19 for Ryan Farrell. Cody McKinney ran a 35.23. Here's the pace. Almost 3/4 of a second on average a lap. And this one might be a full second. We'll see this time by. As McKinney, that's 3/4 of a second. McKinney will be able to pass on the outside. He's got the inside tires to be able to do it. I don't know that he will need to. And McKinney will just be at bay at the moment. 14 laps to go. 0.2 of a second as the one rolls the corner, 99 down low. The pace to the one. 99 very low, pulling the tape and the tables just the same as what the 99 did to him. He's going to slide into the corner, and I mean slide into the corner. 99 runs the outside lane. One of McKinney's going to roll the inside. McKinney's going to be your race leader. Ryan Farrell had the late race pace when he came to pit road. Took 2 tires, and now he is going to pit road. McKinney, outstretched hand, says, let's go. Levi McCarty in the 51. 12 seconds to distance, or 9 seconds to distance. But Cody McKinney making it work. Daniel Ferry to 4th. Van Scoik Daniel Ferry in 3rd. Van Scoik in 4th. Ryan Farrell taking his other set of tires. He's going to come off pit road. Levi McCarty will be in 2nd. Daniel Ferry 3rd. Van Scoik coming around. He is trying to catch up to Daniel Ferry. The right side tires kind of working. Nick Goebel, maybe he didn't have enough fuel. Maybe he just ticked a little bit less fuel than what he needed to. There's Nick Goebel back up to 5th. Christopher Brown right behind him in the 92. Ryan will try to make it work. He went ahead and took that right side, made sure that he was able to get those. Man, oh man, unfortunate. Hopefully it was that he ran out of fuel, or he was going to run out of fuel. Either way, he led a ton of laps and did a phenomenal job. Cody McKinney almost had his win streak taken away. With 10 laps to go, he's got 10 seconds to play with here as Levi McCarty goes around. He's going to be in 2nd. Daniel Ferry still trying to track down. He's got 4-lap fresher tires in McCarty. So Levi still trying to have a top 3 night. Van Scoik is closing distance down. He's got 10 laps to be able to do it. His lap times to Levi McCarty are a little bit better. Daniel Ferry half second better than the 51 at the moment. So a top 3 night maybe for Levi. We'll see. As he drops back into the corner, into the corner, a little high egg shape there. Heavy braking zone for the drivers as they work around this back straightaway. Good race today. A couple of cautions for incident, some self spins at least, and they've been able to make it work. So Cody McKinney, 11 seconds to lead here, and we'll be looking at the rest of the field saying, hey, this is the way it is. Christopher Brown in 6th. Nick Goebel, top 5 night. Van Scoik in 4th. Van Scoik to Levi McCarty is gaining on him. Daniel Ferry made the pass on him, so Daniel will be in 2nd here. Levi still in opportunity. Only a half second distance here. But these drivers won't be catching McKinney. McKinney 11.8 seconds with 7 laps to go this time by. Van Scoik in 4th, Goebel in 5th. Nick Goebel has 7 seconds to be made up. Nick had some issues with freeness during the early portion of this stint of the final stage of this race, and has been able to rebound to 5th, and that's an absolute kind of dream night. Charles Van Scoik did the same thing, able to roll into the corner. Tomorrow night, Goat Racing Bristol Dirt. They're going to run a couple of heats and then a 50-lap feature. That's going to be a ton of fun to watch. If you like dirt racing, I'd encourage you to tune in tomorrow night. Levi McCarty, Daniel Ferry, Cody McKinney. The race line is on. Your race leader is not the fastest driver on the racetrack. Ryan Farrell is trying to gain a little. He might be able to pick up another position or two here if he can work around. He can track down Christopher Brown, who's coming out of 2 right now. Farrell now coming out of 2. So that's what it looks like there. His lap time's about half-second distance. Man, oh man, 5 laps to go, make it 4. One, clutching it in, 4 laps to go. I wonder if he's clutching it in to make sure he makes it on fuel. That was something some of the, you can manually put how much fuel you want in these vehicles when you're on pit road, when you're going to pit road. Something I didn't consider is, I hear these trucks kind of clutching it in. Do they have enough fuel? Did they put enough fuel in? You would think on 112, if they put a half tank in, they would have been able to make it on fuel. But 22 laps is kind of the stint. McKinney running, Ferry 11.9 seconds back. Levi McCarty has a 10-second buffer. Ryan Farrell went around Joey McKinney. Got Christopher Brown here with 3 laps to go in front of him. A chance here for some extra points. Cody McKinney trying to continue his winning ways here in this series. Five wins in the season already. And Cody McKinney won last week. Kohik won on the 23rd. Freeman won on the 16th. McKinney won on the 9th. So Darlington and Charlotte now trying to have back-to-back wins here with 2 laps to go. And looking to be the spring chicken here, so to speak. And has really figured it out. White flag waves for the final time. Gateway International Speedway on the final lap. McKinney, Ferry, McCarty, Van Scoik, Ryan Farrell trying to get one more position out of the 92. He's got the tires to do it. To the outside, Cody McKinney. 2 more turns. HMG Innovations Truck Series here for the International Virtual Racing League, IVRL. Put on a good race here for McKinney. McKinney had a great time, and right now he's going to slide it around, do a great job. Congratulations to Cody McKinney. He wins this one. Daniel Ferry will come home second. And Levi McCarty will come home third. Van Scoik having a top 5 night. He rebounded as well. He's going to come around and finish in 4th. Nick Goebel, top 5 night for him. As Ryan tried to work his magic and get himself back around here. Does a great job. Christopher Brown will come home in 7th on the lead lap. So will the 18, maybe? Trevor Zalesny was a lap down. He's going to come to pit road. So great job for the drivers. Cody McKinney will celebrate here at Worldwide Technology Park, Gateway International Raceway. And back-to-back wins in the series for the Chesterfield native. Opportunities arise, arise, arise. Trying to burn it down on the wall there. He doesn't get stuck in it. We've seen that. Celebration time. We'll take a look at your race results real quick. Here it is. McKinney, Ferry, McCarty, Van Scoik, Nick Goebel, and Ryan Farrell, Christopher Brown, Joey McKinney, Trevor Zalesny, Papa Bear's out there, Slover, Ryan Ferry, and Ryan Henshaw and Brian Ferry will be your field. Absolutely great drive off today for these drivers. Encouraging to see. Always love to find our pace and find the drivers that are able to give themselves some good feats and some good energy there. Waiting to talk to our race leader. Get to talk to Levi and Daniel as well. It's going to be encouraging to see as we'll wait for them to be ready. Actually, they are ready. Let's talk to, you know what? Let's go to talk to our third place finisher here, Levi McCarty, the Muncie, Pennsylvania native, had a huge run today and able to capitalize. It seemed like you were trying to figure out the pace early on, had fast few laps, and then the track changed kind of midway through this race, and you know, everything just kind of fell into its place. Walk me through your race, Levi. Congratulations on a P3 finish.
Thanks. I certainly needed it. I've been in a rut lately. I just haven't been able to string any podiums together. So I've never ran Gateway. I bought the track today. Sometimes that's what you need, I guess, is fresh perspective on a track and, trying to learn some stuff. So I feel like I had decent speed in the short run, but the long run, the lack of laps and practice, I was really bad at saving my tires. So my long run speed wasn't very good. I cheated the last pit cycle and pitted earlier than Daniel and Charles, and then Ryan up front. He messed something up with his tire, so it kind of fell into my lap a third place finish. But I will definitely take it, considering my luck lately. So fun run, fun to learn a new track. There was a lot of good racing out there. Some guys I was racing hard with, guys like Daniel and Trevor. Charles as well, and it was a fun experience tonight.
Yeah, worldwide can be, I call it the bigger version of the bigger version of Darlington. That's for sure. So
yeah, I could feel that. It took me a while to figure out where I should be shifting and where I shouldn't be, and I'm trying to get better at some of these trickier tracks, short tracks, tracks like this where you got to do some different stuff to be fast. So that's part of the reason why I'm joining this league, because they run a lot of tracks like that. So definitely challenged tonight, and it was a good time.
I tell you what, it was a great opportunity to see what you guys were able to put together. Levi, always a pleasure to talk to you. No doubt I'm going to be seeing you up here very soon. They got Sonoma next week, but some bigger tracks coming up that I know that you're really good at, and especially Bristol. I know Bristol's coming up here in the schedule here pretty soon, so you guys are going to really enjoy it. Levi, always a pleasure. Give your shout-outs, my man.
Thanks. I want to thank Fairfield Auto Group, Fairfield Motorsports. Thank you for doing the broadcast, and the whole league for putting on a fun race.
Always a ton of fun. Levi, those Fairfield Auto Group guys are going to be very proud of you. Top 3 nights, and especially, like you said, new track for you is sometimes what you need. And, I can see how that works. A little fresh perspective to say, all right, I need to, I can figure out where these trucks are breaking now.
That's right.
All right, my man.
Thank you.
Always. We'll see you in the next one. That is Levi McCarty in the number 51. We'll talk to our P2 finisher before we get to the race leader. Daniel Ferry, congratulations on a P2 finish, brother.
Hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
You had the best Chevy out there, and you had good long run speed here, which is what I was talking about earlier in the race. In that middle stand, it seemed like it kind of snapped away from you a little bit, but on that last green flag run, or that last big stint for the last stage, it seemed like you were able to hold on to that and make the stream work to your advantage. The stream. The race. Sorry, I was reading stream from somebody out here on the chat. So, you made the race work for yourself.
Yeah. So I honestly didn't have anything for Cody. We were actually just talking about that a little bit. But one of the things that I just have been working on, especially at this track, is once we get spread out a little bit, there's long green flag runs. You got to be able to run for the entirety of the fuel run and be good the whole time. So it was one of the things that Levi, he was good for about 10 or 15 laps. Had a little bit of a better short run car, but then after that, I could catch up to him pretty well. So kind of worked on it all week and paid off for second place finish.
It definitely did, and we see a lot of different variation in the track. Of course, they're running the official Truck Series schedule throughout the season, and it seems like the variation has been um, has been kind of nice. I mean, we're going to go to Sonoma next week, a little road series racing, and we'll see who's going to be king there. But we've seen long run speed, we've seen uh, stages play a factor. We've seen fuel and checking the right buttons play a factor as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think one of the best things about this series is the fact that there's different types of tracks, and this isn't like a cookie cutter type series. You're gonna race on dirt. You're gonna race on courses. Worldwide technology is very much almost like a smaller version of a road course because you're shifting in the corners. You're trying to get the big launch off the corners to go down the long straightaway. So I'm really enjoying myself this year. We're kind of coming into the home stretch here before the playoffs. We've just steadily been creeping up into the top 5, and I think after tonight we may be there. So that's the goal to keep moving up. We got that win, so just keep getting better throughout the year and be ready for playoffs.
And have some extra playoff points to boot. Daniel, always a pleasure. Give you shout outs out there, and make sure that you have a fantastic week.
Yeah, thank you very much. Just want to thank my sponsor, Empowered Creative. Anybody needs a good website out there, empoweredcreative.co. Thanks, guys.
Always. Danny Ferry, your P2 finisher, has a fantastic drive off today, and no doubt we'll enjoy that as well. Cody McKinney is going to be your race winner, though. Back-to-back wins for the number 1 Chesterfield, Virginia native. Cody, I tell you what, man, you people are saying that you're making the racing boring because you're winning all the time.
Yeah, I might have to take a couple weeks off.
No. No. Don't take a couple of weeks off. You just set the standard. That's you came to pit road a lap or two later. You took 4 tires. You had the tires to spare. Were you surprised to see Ryan take 2 tires on that pit strategy?
Honestly, I thought he took tires on that last caution when he came back down pit road, which gave me the lead on that restart. I thought he had ran out there, because he came through the back up front pretty quick. So I thought he used his last set there, and yeah, I don't know. I was surprised that he only took 2 tires when I asked him after the checkered. Yeah, I don't know. This race kind of felt longer than Charlotte in a way.
I agree. Well, I mean, because we forget that this track is 1.25 miles in length, but because of the braking zones and the heavy acceleration that you need, the lap times are longer than Charlotte. Whereas you're up to speed at 165 miles an hour into the corner, and you're 180, 184 on the front straightaway and the back straightaway. Here you're going from 174 to 135 into a corner, having to accelerate out. So the lap times become 35, 36, 37 seconds long, whereas you can run a 32-second lap consistently. So it did. If it felt longer, I believe it.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good race though. I hate as a co-owner of the league on that aspect, and as a driver as well. Only 13 showing up tonight, but like I was telling Nick and Joey, I'd rather take 13 drivers and it be good, clean racing the whole race than have a full field and you just pacing caution lap after caution lap. So it was good racing, good battles throughout the whole field. Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, we know that people are taking summer vacations right now. There's a lot of people out there doing some other things. So Monday night racing can be something that they have to take a break from and come back to later on. Especially you're running the official schedule of the Truck Series. So when the trucks drive, you drive, and there's a chance to plan for these racetracks. Sonoma Raceway is going to be next week. What's your plan for Sonoma?
Try to stay on track.
That's my plan every week.
That's really all. I guess we did find out officially that Sonoma is going back to the chute instead of the carousel, so
Okay.
that kind of helps a little bit. I personally didn't like the carousel,
Mhm.
but I don't know, Sonoma's still that tricky road course that if you're not careful, you're going into a pile of sand and you're going to spend 10 seconds, if not more, trying to get out. So really, his plan is just stay on track, um, and just try and keep the momentum going.
I see that being the true form and fashion for every driver next week, and I hope to see. Hey, Sonoma's going to be the track where you're gonna see somebody who is really good at road courses dominate, and then the battle's going to be for second and third, and that's pretty much normal when it comes to road series racing in the NASCAR circuit, and it's similar to what NASCAR goes through too. You see that one driver that's just really damn good at road series racing, and then everybody else battles it out and has great racing. So we'll see what happens next week. No doubt some drivers are going to be putting in some practice on the iRacing circuit as well. But Cody, man, another back-to-back win. Congratulations on the race win here today, and we're definitely going to be seeing you next week. Give your shout-outs, my man.
Yeah, all the supporters, AJ Inc. Apparel, over to Speed Shop, Brian Kennels, Misfire Inc., everyone that puts this league together, all the drivers that come out week in, week out, um, you for every week putting great broadcasts on, all the viewers, yeah, everyone that supports all that we do.
And we're going to be doing more and more and kind of kicking butt and taking names. Much love to you, man. I always appreciate you. I'm going to mute myself, but stick around. I want to chat with you real quick before I call it a night on my end. So, all the good stuff. I'll be right back with you, Cody. And
All right.
just hold on just a second. Appreciate everybody very much out there as well. We're going to go ahead and raid some people. I know we got a couple of viewers out there still tuning in, so I'm going to send you over on the Twitch channel. Let's see who's going to be. We're going to send you over to Blue Thunder. Go over there and give Blue Thunder. He is the most energetic guy I've seen. I don't know what he's doing. He's probably just chatting over there. Looks like that's what it's going to be. Super awesome dude. And I always appreciate you very much. Make sure that you check him out. Give him a big old follow for me. And I appreciate you since we just have some fun. So much love to you. I'm going to send you over there in 3, 2, 1. And then on Facebook Gaming, I'm going to send you over to, let's see who we can send you over to. We're going to send you over to AB. We're going to send you over to Ty B. Ty B is playing some iRacing. Go over there and give him some love. And of course, and everybody out there, thank you so much to what you do. You too, much love to you. We're going to send everybody home. We'll see you in the next one.